The roguelike genre is a very prominent one, to the point where there are too fucking many of them. For those that don't know, a roguelike game is one that usually features random level generation and permanent death. I've seen relatively few roguelike games on Steam that actually caught and kept my attention for quite a while. Some of these being Rogue Legacy, Death Skid Marks, and Cavern Kings, which we're going to be talking about today. Cavern Kings is an early access game that brings some much needed variety to this oversaturated genre, having you progress at essentially your own pace. There are two game modes, there's Classic and Arena. Classic is the normal game where you progress through each level trying to get as far as you can, while in Arena mode you're stuck in one stagnant room fighting off waves of enemies until you die. I'm going to break this review into the pros and the cons, so what the game did right and what the game did wrong, just to see how this format will fare from the normal way that I conduct these videos. Also, as a side note, the version of this game that I'm playing on is B25.4. Pros. As I said previously, this game gives us a very different experience from the hundreds of Binding of Isaac clones currently on Steam. This game is very fast-paced, but you never feel as though you're being hurried through each run faster than you can respond. The music in this game is amazing and really adds to the feel of this fast-paced, action-filled roguelike game. The variety of characters is also something that I really enjoy. They all have special abilities about them that you'll really enjoy playing with. I prefer the character Blue, because of how fucking cute he is. Also, he can disorientate enemies with his jumps, so that's pretty cool. The controls are super responsive. I'd probably put them up there with the likes of Super Meat Boy. Shooting things feels fantastic and platforming is incredibly fun. But for a game based off of these two things, I should hope that they would be well implemented. Speaking of things that should be well implemented. Cons. There aren't any real glaring issues in this game, but for the sake of the segment, I'll list things that I had issues with while playing the game. When entering a new level, you fall from the top to the bottom of the screen, and sometimes you'll hit an enemy on the way down, which you usually can't escape. I'm hoping this will be fixed before the full release of the game, and seeing as how much this game is updated, I highly doubt that it won't be. Items also aren't as common as I'd like. This game is a fairly hard one, and although I welcome challenge, I'd also welcome some more items to deal with. The item system in this game is similar to Risk of Rain in the sense that enemies and chests will drop items that you'll pick up, and they all stack and they give you passive abilities to help you progress and become stronger. This really isn't a huge issue, but it is much harder to progress to the later levels if you don't get a whole lot of items in the first few. Well, that pretty much sums up the basics of what I like and dislike about this game. There are a lot more mechanics in this game that I really enjoy, but for the sake of brevity in the video, I chose to leave some of the minor ones out. I really think that this game is worth the price tag of $10. Even if it was worth $15, I might say that it was worth picking up then. If you are looking for a roguelike game unlike anything you've played before, then you should buy Cavern Kings. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, and don't if you didn't. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope that I helped you decide whether you should buy Cavern Kings.